Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But you got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On second and very short, Jackson. Open man downfield is Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On third down, Jackson. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. But first down, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. Touchdown! A.J. Brown, 27 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jackson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. 20. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Again, open partner, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Dobbins trying the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
4th down. Here's Jackson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Patrick Queen in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Throwing, Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 44, Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be caught. He got it. It's a touchdown. Forget overtime. They're going to win the football game right now. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Eagles are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon